11 Sports and For the Fans welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
You are looking at the entrance of the University of North Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and not far away in Denton, Texas, is the home of the newly minted Lone Star Glory, one of the newest franchises of the Simulation Football League. Today, they face one of the most legendary SFL franchises from south of the border. The Mexico City Aztecs have come to Medal of Honor Field for today's crowd play game of the week, live on the 11 Sports Network and For the Fans. Good afternoon, everyone. I am your play-by-play commentator, Michael Tomino. I'm joined in the booth by Delaney Nash on stats and Benji Matson as my color commentator tonight. Benji, two teams with varying degrees of history, but a lot of offensive firepower.
Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, Michael. Looking forward to this game today. Mexico City on the road, looking to avenge a terrible loss last week at home against Baltimore. We're hanging tough at the top echelon, of the league here, looking to stay in the fight for this first round playoff bye as we head down the home stretch. They're facing a tough opponent on the road today, the Lone Star Glory, led by Ace Finnick. They've been balling out the last few weeks, on fire, so to speak. I know Lone Star Glory is excited to be home today to see what they can do against this Mexico City Aztec team and this fantastic aerial attack led by Matt Wilson and Mike Daggs. Lone Star Glory, I was on the field earlier today, going up and down to a man on the defense, asking them what are they going to do to defend Matt Wilson and Mike Daggs, and they told me, who? Mike Daggs who? To a man. They're not scared of this Aztec team, not scared of Mike Daggs. It's going to be a good game today. I anticipate a shootout. We'll see how it goes. Looking forward to getting this one started.
Well, Cole Vaughter has the ball on the tee. He has his hand in the air. The whistle blows and the crowd play game of the week is underway from Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas. The hometown Lone Star Glory will start with the football. Nice spin move up to the 25-yard line. On the return is Lee Pado. He plays cornerback and also returns kicks. Let's get you the Mexico City offensive starters. Their quarterback is Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. The running back is Phoenix Jones. Laura Horrell is the fullback. Jason Bartley, K.L. Barrett, Richard Montague, the wide receivers. T.J. Punk, and of course, Mike Daggs at tight end, and Stu McKenzie at the left guard position. On the offense now is Lone Star. Hand off to their running back, who is Ike McBride. And McBride off the left-hand side gains 2 yards. Here is the offensive starters for Lone Star. Quarterback Ace Finnick, the rookie. Ike McBride, the running back. Cameron Collier at fullback. Liam Hammer and Dave Axis at receiver. Adam Williams at tight end. Marty Maidenfort, Bobo Caudill, and Rylan Caudill on the offensive line. Lone Star Glory today, white helmets, dark blue jerseys, light blue pants, red accents, and a throw from Finnick across the middle and a one-handed catch made for a first down on the 37-yard line. That's Dave Axis, his first reception of the game, had 49 yards and a touchdown through the air last week in their victory against rival Fort Worth.
Dave Axis and this wide receiver crew been playing well as of late. They're going to need to have another great game today against these Mexico City Aztecs.
First and 10 for the Lone Star, 37. Just 2 minutes gone to the ball game. Finnick back to pass, deep over the middle, and it's caught at the opposing 40-yard line and down to the Mexico City 39. There's Dave Axis once again, his second straight catch.
2 straight to Dave Axis. One of the talented pair of wide receivers on this Lone Star Glory team. Mentioned at the top, they've been playing really well as of late. Ace Finnick's going to be looking to air the ball out a lot today. This is a great start by this crew.
First and 10 now into Mexico City territory at 39. Finnick takes the snap. Plenty of time in the pocket, throws incomplete. He was looking for Ross McGinnis. Here are the Mexico City starters on defense. Their defensive line is Brock Lee, Scott Stover, Andre Krim, and Skylar Kingsley. KT Horrell and Dexter Jackson, the linebackers. Jack Napier, Han Tayumi, and Greg Gaines, the corners. Jeffrey Daggs and Matthew Lee are the safeties. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Fennec with 3 receivers to aim at and 2 behind him. He stands under center. 2-step drop. Throws to the far sideline. That is Cameron Collier, his first touch of the day. And 2 Mexico City Aztec players bring him down, led by Matthew Lee after a gain of 7.
Ace Fennec getting his big fullback involved here early with a little swing pass to the right. Knocked out of bounds by a couple defenders there. Matthew Lee, I think, assisted on the tackle. It's a great sign when Ace is able to get both his running backs involved in the passing game early in contests.
Third down 3, 8:51 to go first quarter. First drive of the game for the Lone Star Glory. Fennec plenty of time to throw over the middle. Knocked away by KT Horrell, the rookie second-round pick out of Lincoln.
Another pass intended for Dave Axis across the middle, but threw it into traffic there. Lucky to come away with an incomplete pass there. Unfortunately, does bring up a 4th down. So a good defensive stand here by the Aztecs is going to end this drive for Lone Star.
It'll be a long field goal attempt for Wally Herman. His long on the year, 51 yards. This will be a 48.5-yarder. Snap is down, hold is good, kick is away, and it is right down Main Street from 48 yards officially, and the Lone Star Glory take the lead with 8:42 to go in the first quarter.
That was a fast drive for Lone Star, able to pick up some points. Couldn't quite extend the drive by picking up another first down on that 3rd and short play, but they'll take the points in what I think is going to be a shootout today.
Ready to kick it off, and he sends the ball away. Mexico City's potent offense will get on the field for the first time at the 23-yard line after the return by Jeffrey Daggs. I ran through the Mexico City offensive starters before, but I'll go through them again now that they are on the field. Matt Wilson is their Hall of Fame quarterback. Phoenix Jones and Laura Horrell are behind him. Jason Bartley, Cale Barrett, Richard Montague, the receivers. Mike Daggs, TJ Punk, the tight ends. Stu McKenzie at guard. Wilson alone in the backfield. 4 receivers to aim at 1st and 10 for their own 23-yard line. Take the snap, fire short over the middle. That pass is caught. And that's Robert Woodard, the slot receiver, with the first catch of the game, a 9-yard pickup.
I did talk earlier with this Lone Star defense, specifically the Bash brothers. These 3 linebackers, we're going to be calling their names a lot today. Brian Craven, Doug Day, Freddie Trammell, heart and soul of this defensive unit. They're going to be looking to make an impact in this game today, looking to wrap up and make a ton of tackles this afternoon.
All 3 came to Lone Star from Vancouver at the end of last season, and a nice tackle in the hole as Phoenix Jones gets his first carry and goes backwards a yard. Reynosa the tackle. Here are the defensive starters for Lone Star. Chukin Rukin, Al Lewis, Hugo Reynosa, who just made that last tackle, and Yogi Barr on the defensive line. You mentioned Doug Day, Freddie Trammell, and Brian Craven, the Bash brothers at linebacker. I'll go through the rest of the defense after this 3rd down and 2. 2 in the backfield behind Wilson. Wilson hands to Jones. Jones looking for a way through. He finds it. Gets a nice block as well. Takes him to the Mexico City 39-yard line. The defensive backs for the Glory are as follows. Lee Potto and Mickey McGuire, the corners. Thomas Smith and Lincoln Kingseed Sr. are the safeties.
Good to see Phoenix Jones back in a Mexico City uniform and playing strong here early to start this game off. And it was unfortunate that he went out early in the game last week with an injury. Mexico City had just a bummer of a game last week. Once Phoenix exited that game, they're looking forward to having him back and getting him involved early today.
1st and 10 for the 39. Wilson to throw again, short over the middle. That pass is complete for 7 yards up to the Mexico City 46-yard line.
Tackle on the play by Brian Craven there. They call him Coach Craven.
Jason Bartley gets involved in the offense for the first time. An undrafted rookie. 16 yards in the air last weekend. He has over 200 on the season and 2 touchdowns. Wilson changes the play at the line. 2nd and 3 from the 46. 6:43 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. Wilson over the middle into traffic, and it's caught. Hauled into the Lone Star 47-yard line. And there's TJ Punk on his first catch of the day.
TJ Punk is a rookie this year, picked up in the 3rd round by Mexico City, played his minor league ball in Albuquerque. Great addition to this team, as Mexico City likes to feature 2 tight end sets.
First and 10, handoff up the middle to Jones. Not much running room as he goes down. Al Lewis makes the tackle, gain of 1.
Big Al Lewis is a run, stop, and defensive tackle there in the middle of that line. He's a big 6'6" stopper, 315 pounds, looking to just kind of make a mess of things in the middle alongside his teammate there, Hugo Reynosa.
This is his second season in the SFL, spent his first in Denver with the Nightwings. Second down and 9, Wilson middle, caught, burst down to the Lone Star 32-yard line, and there is the ever-dangerous Mike Daggs, the league leader in reception yards and receiving touchdowns from his tight end position.
It's only a matter of time before Mike Daggs gets involved in this game today. Here he runs a great route in the middle of traffic and just cuts in. That ball is already on the way from quarterback Matt Wilson. They are dialed in. These two have a great connection. Wilson to Daggs. We're going to see it all game long. Mike Daggs has been in double-digit catches multiple times this year. He's almost unstoppable from that tight end spot. He's a great weapon for Matt Wilson.
Wilson back to pass, hit as he throws, he airmails it over, it's caught inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Daggs again, who else is a deep threat down the field for the Mexico City Aztecs?
Yeah, right down the middle. They're going to make this connection a lot today. And here, Mike Daggs just is able to outdistance the free safety there, Thomas Smith, right at the end, get an extra step on him and reel that ball in. If he could have gotten that ball out in front of him just a little bit, we might have been talking about a Mexico City touchdown on that play. But nonetheless, a great play by Mike Daggs.
4:55 left to go in the first. Mexico City in the red zone. First and goal at the 7. Wilson moves in the pocket. Hit as he throws. He completes the pass to the far sideline, and down at the 2 is Bartley. At the end of the quarter, make sure to answer Crowd Play's Beat the Crowd questions to win an instant cash prize. Will you be the fastest to answer correctly? Download the Crowd Play app from the Android or iOS store today to be able to win a share of the $1,000 cash prize for today's game. Second down and goal. Wilson back to pass, fires it into the end zone, and it's knocked away. Lincoln Kingseed Sr. there on the knockdown.
Lincoln Kingseed's having a fantastic season here from his strong safety spot. League leader in several different categories. He's all over the place. And Lone Star is going to need him to be a captain there on the defensive side today to help champion this effort, try and slow down this Mexico City air attack.
Now third down and goal from the 2. They've got offset eye, but in the backfield behind Wilson. Do they trust the running back Jones? They headed to the fullback Horrell, and she did not get there. It's going to be 2 yards short. Excellent stop by Roy Benavidez. And it'll be fourth down and goal, and out will come Cole Varner.
Great stand by Lone Star here, backed up on their goal line. Mexico City had 3 shots at that 6 points there, and Lone Star was able to shut them out.
So this will be a relative chip shot for Cole Varner. It is up, and it is good from just 18 yards away, and we are tied at 3 with 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Mexico City answers the Lone Star drive with an impressive drive of their own. The Glory have the ball when we come back. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week for the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Don't go anywhere. Live from Denton, Texas, this is the Simulation Football League's Game of the Week, presented by Crowd Play. And Lone Star Glory, the Mexico City Aztecs, tied at 3. 3:45 to go first quarter. Nice return by Lee Pado as he gets up to the Lone Star 24-yard line. Let's talk about the rookie quarterback for the Lone Star glory, Ace Fennick. Benji, take it away.
Yeah, Ace Fennick was star draft pick for Lone Star this season, and he is playing up to the bill. He's having a fantastic week. 8 touchdowns in his last 2 games, over 660 yards. He's really on fire, and Lone Star Glory is going to need another fantastic game out of their star quarterback today to compete with Mexico
He
City.
completes a nice throw over the middle into traffic, gain of 8, tackled by KT Horrell. And it's been Dave Axis who's been the main man so far. Last week, Benji, we were just a few miles away in Fort Worth calling the Lone Star Fort Worth rivalry game, and we really saw a lot out of Adam Williams, the tight end. He had 123 yards and a touchdown in that game. Hasn't touched the ball yet, but it must be only a matter of time.
Yeah, it will be just a matter of time. He is a weapon equal to that of Mike Daggs on the other side of the field, one of Ace Fennick's favorite targets. We'll be calling Adam's name soon enough here today.
Second down, 2, Fennick in the gun. Plenty of time to throw. He goes short over the middle, and it's caught by Hammer. Liam Hammer has a first down all the way to the Lone Star 39-yard line. He is barreled over by Jack Napier.
Liam Hammer, again, is the other wide receiver opposite of Dave Axis on the field. Ace Fennick's got quite a cast of characters on the offensive side of the ball. Ace is used to wrangling personalities. He's got 6 kids at home, grown up now, but he knows a thing or two about being a leader, controlling things. So he's getting a lot out of his offensive team and these playmakers this season.
First handoff for the drive for Ike McBride. She gets 4 yards off the right-hand side. We were talking about the receivers for Lone Star. Here is their comparisons between Axis and Hammer. Hammer, the only slightly has the better stats, but both of them are very even.
Yeah, they're both playing really well during this stretch. Getting open for Ace Fennick, which is what really matters, and Lone Star is playing hot here down the stretch.
Second down, 6. Fennick back to pass, throws short over the middle and wide open to the 50-yard line. Nice tackle made there by Hans Hayumi on Cameron Collier. The fullback rumbles forward for a first down, right at the midfield stripe.
Strong open field tackle there by the free safety. Hans Hayumi sets the big fullback down on his backside. That was a strong play coming up from that free safety spot.
And 10 tackles 1 week ago and an interception. A long throw down the middle is caught inside the 30 in double coverage. It's Dave Axis again. He was right in the middle of Jeffrey Daggs and Jack Napier.
We did mention that the Hammer had the slightly better stats, but of the 2 wide receivers in the last few weeks, Dave Axis has really been the preferred target for Ace Fennick. Dave Axis scored 4 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, looking good there in his sleeves. Number 88 has been a dependable target, always getting open for Ace Fennick is Dave Axis.
4 down linemen, linebackers playing well back to the line for Mexico City. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Handoff, McBride slips through 1 tackle and eventually gets to the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 6 as Steve Jenkins, one of the backup defensive tackles for Mexico City, is questionable to return with an ankle injury.
Mike McBride had possibly her greatest game of the season so far last week, and it came at a great time for Lone Star. 20 carries for 104 yards last week. She's going to be an important part of the game plan today for Lone Star.
Fennick of the gun takes the snap. Again, plenty of time to throw. Over the middle, it's tipped and incomplete. Excellent coverage there by KT Horrell on Ross McGinnis. That's the second time McGinnis has been targeted in the game and he doesn't have a catch.
Yeah, Kitty Horrell just roaming in the middle there, sees the wide receiver starting to come across and is able to step up, bat that ball away, knock it out of his hands, prevent that completion. Good play does set up a 3rd and 4. This is dangerous territory for Mexico City. We haven't mentioned the big tight end Adam Williams and his name yet, but he's someone that Ace Fennick likes to look to here as they get down into the red zone.
Just outside the red zone, 3rd and 4 at the 22-yard line. Under a minute to go, first quarter already. Just 39 seconds left in it. Mexico City crowds the box, but they're going to go back to pass, and they expose the wide side of the defense as Liam Hammer picks up a first down at the 16-yard line.
This is one of the things that Ace does really well with his wide receivers, both on the outside. They do like to run this short up and out pattern, and it's almost guaranteed pickup 4 to 5 yards for the wide receivers. If they can turn it upfield like Liam Hammer was able to do there, they can get some great yards on the play, but Ace does a really good job of distributing the ball to his playmakers and saving those big plays when they really need them down down the game.
Fennec nailed as he lets go of the football, but he completes it to the 5-yard line. This time, Ross McGinnis hangs on, and it's 1st and goal officially from the Mexico City 6.
Yeah, he's patient in the pocket there, waits and hits his target across the middle, setting him up nicely at the 6-yard line here as we approach the end of the first quarter.
3, 2, 1, end of the first quarter of play. Aztecs 3, Glory 3, but Lone Star is on the doorstep. This is the Simulation Football League 11 Sports and for the fans. Back in Denton, Texas, home of the Lone Star Glory. And they are on the doorstep. They've got 1st and goal from the 6 and a 3-3 tie with the Mexico City Aztecs. 11 minutes on the second quarter clock, and away we go. Fennec takes the snap, lobs it back in the end zone. Incomplete. Adam Williams was there, but he could not keep his feet in bounds. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Adam Williams has become old reliable for Ace Finnick, and that's a popular pattern that the tight end and the quarterback like to run. Usually are able to hook up there on that pattern, but in this case, Adam Williams just couldn't get his feet down in the back of that goal line there. Things get tough when you're scrunched up against the goal line here.
Fennec in the gun. 3 receivers to aim at. He takes the snap. He waits for the play to develop. He goes underneath to the 2. And tackled right there is Liam Hammer. Preventing the touchdown was Matthew Lee.
Able to catch Liam Hammer across the middle there. Didn't have his number 1 target, or didn't have that route developing as he wanted to in the end zone, but able to push the ball a little bit closer to the goal line on that nice completion to Liam Hammer.
This could be Ike McBride territory. 3rd and goal from inside the 2. They do give it to McBride. She follows her fullback and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Lone Star Glory. As they hit pay dirt for the first time today. Ike McBride, her 7th rushing touchdown of the season.
Ike McBride playing strong as of late, and this is going to be an important part of the Lone Star Glory game plan as they move down the stretch this year. When they have to get those tough yards, they're going to need to have confidence they can turn around and hand the ball off to Ike McBride, get those tough yards when they need them, especially going down the stretch here, headed into the playoffs. Great play there by Lone Star, handing the ball off to Ike McBride for the touchdown.
Herman on for the extra point. High snap, corralled, and put through for the point after. So with 10:23 to go first half, Lone Star Glory 10, Mexico City Aztecs 3. This is the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. You're also watching the Crowd Play Game of the Week. You can get 10 points free by referring a friend to Crowd Play. Pass along your referral code for 10 points instantly for the both of you. You really have no excuse for not getting in there and playing Crowd Play, Benji. It's great fun, and you can win some money.
Can't go wrong.
Mexico City now finds himself down 7, back on the football. Nice return by Jeffrey Gaggs, and then he gets laid out at the 27-yard line. And this is Lone Star Glory may be a new brand of the Simulation Football League, but they are not at all a new team. They started as the Dallas Law all the way back close to when the league first began. They have been known by the Dallas Law, Dallas Roughnecks, Dallas Lobos, Seattle Tyrants, and now Lone Star Glory. 1st and 10 for the 27. Wilson back to pass, throws to the far sideline. It's caught, and it'll be a gain of 8 for K.L. Barrett, his first catch of the afternoon.
Caleb Barrett's a big target on the outside for Matt Wilson. Stands tall at 6'5", runs a great route here, gets that secondary backpedaling, makes a hard cut to the outside and reels that one in right at the sticks. But he's a nice compliment on the outside for Matt Wilson. They're going to go up the middle to Mike Daggs often today, but he's got some talented receivers on the outside. Jason Bartley, Cale Barrett, Richard Montague. We'll be calling their names, I'm sure, often today as well.
I've not seen Montague yet, but he is a very dangerous weapon deep as well. Handoff up the middle, stretching towards the first down. Didn't quite get there, did Phoenix Jones. Chased down from the back by Freddie Trammell.
Nice adjustment by Phoenix Jones there. Saw the big linebacker, Freddie Trammell, in the hole there and made an adjustment to get around to the left side, but Freddie Trammell makes a great wrap-up tackle and brings Phoenix Jones down for the short gain.
Now 3rd down and inches here. They're going to go back to Phoenix Jones. He picks up the first down and more up to the 44-yard line. The Mexico City Aztecs are brilliant on 3rd down. They are tied for 2nd place in 3rd down percentage as they complete 59% of their 3rd down attempts. The only team better, Sioux Falls at 62%.
Great blocking up front there. The big center, Stu McKenzie, leads the way. Carves open that hole for Phoenix Jones to pick up the first down easily.
Approaching midfield, Mexico City now at their own 44-yard line. 9-10 to go in the 2nd quarter. They're down 10-3 to the Lone Star Glory. This is only their 2nd possession of the ball game. Wilson hands to Jones, and he's met and dropped immediately in the hole. Doug Day lays down the law, and the Bass brothers are at work early.
Big hit right in the hole by Doug Day from his linebacker spot there. These linebackers like to run downhill and like to lay a smack on these ball carriers whenever they can. Strong play there by Doug Day.
Offset eye, this time a fullback dive, and Laura Horrell gets 4 yards. Still sets up a 3rd down and 6 from the Mexico City 47-yard line.
3rd and 6 for Mexico City right here about midfield. This is about the time of the game where you wonder if Matt Wilson's going to be looking for Mike Daggs, the talented tight end, across the middle for a short gain, maybe pick up this first down.
He's got plenty of talented receivers to aim at. Just over 8 minutes to go. Wilson stands in over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Jason Bartley, and it's incomplete, and out comes Johnny Lindstrom, the punter, for the first time today. Some crowd play updates, as this is the crowd play game of the week. Daly Holder won the Beat the Crowd between quarters, and Tanner Hendricks is currently first on the overall leaderboard with 90 points. You think you can beat him? Get in there and play the game about the game. Download the crowd play app from the Android or iOS store today, and you could be in to win a share of our $1,000 cash prize. First punt of the game for either team goes to Johnny Lindstrom of the Mexico City Aztecs. He stands just past his own 30-yard line. He gets the punt away from the 35. And it's going to be deep field position for Lone Star. They'll start at their own 16-yard line after Lee Pato didn't really advance the ball much after that fair catch. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controllerless esport, where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determines the outcome. Teams submit game plans prior to the simulation, and the results play out in real time with hundreds of viewers turned players, scouts, coaches, and team owners on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit simulationfl.net for more information. We would love to have you along. Handoff, middle, McBride gets a block, gets a second block, he gets in the open field at the 30, sheds another tackle, that is finally dragged down at the 37-yard line. Excellent run for Ike McBride, and breaks Lone Star out of the field position hole they were in to start that drive.
Yeah, if you're a Lone Star Glory fan, you love to see this. You love to watch the team be able to turn around and hand the ball off to Ike McBride, get positive yardage here. Great run by the halfback, the rookie. Great start today for her. It's going to be just a wonderful advantage to Lone Star Glory if they can keep getting positive yards with their halfback on the ground.
Off middle, that's Collier. He only gets 2. Mexico City is not a defensive slouch against the run by any means. They only allow 75 rush yards per game.
good for fourth, actually, in the league. They just get into so many shootouts, Mexico City does. Well, oftentimes their opponents are throwing the ball, trying to get back into games. They don't have to worry too much about guarding the run. It'll be interesting to see how this game progresses, if Lone Star is going to keep making Ike McBride a focal point of the offense, seeing if Mexico City can wrap up and stop that running attack.
Off middle, Collier. This time he barrels forward for 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 at the 42. And Lone Star Glory rushing the ball. They rush for just over 100 a game, 104 to be exact. Now 3rd down and 5. This one might be on the arms of Fennick for the first time on this drive. He's under center. He takes a 2-step drop. He throws to the near side right. It's caught by Dave Axis. He breaks the tackle. He heads down the sideline to the 30, to the 20, and he's bumped out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Touchdown, saving tackle by Jeffrey Daggs.
Fantastic play by Dave Axis on the outside. He shows his speed here and his ability to break a tackle right there and get an extra 20 yards on this play, zipping down the line there. Great hookup, Ace Finnick. Dave Axis, I think his 4th reception of the game already, playing well for the Lone Star Glory.
From just outside their 20-yard line to just inside the Mexico City 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Mexico City 19. 3rd trip to the red zone for the Glory so far in this first half. Fennick back to pass, short over the middle, and it's incomplete. KT Horrell with a huge hit to knock the ball away from the intended receiver.
Katie Horrell, the rookie for Mexico City, playing well at her linebacker spot. 6'3", 251 pounds. She was a 2nd-round pick by the team, so they had definitely put an emphasis on improving that defensive side of the ball there with that draft pick. And Katie Horrell has been playing excellent for the Aztecs in her rookie campaign.
Up to 70 tackles on the season now, Horrell. Handoff middle, McBride barrels forward for 5 yards to the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Just under 6 minutes to play first quarter. And taking a 2-score lead against Mexico City, it potentially into the half, a huge boon for Lone Star, because you know how the Mexico City offense loves to get after it.
Absolutely. The game's running fast today. Two teams playing well so far.
Another handoff to McBride, slips the tackle, gets to the 5, and down at the 3-yard line to the tackle from Greg Gaines. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3 for the 2nd straight drive for Lone Star.
Yeah, they love to see this. Just handing the ball off to Ike McBride, powering. Great blocking up front on that line of scrimmage. Got the Caudill boys up front. Made Madden Fort just pressing those Aztecs out of the way, making room for Ike McBride to run. Playing really physical so far.
Fennick to throw, short over the middle, fumbled at the goal line. It's a scramble for it at about the 5-yard line, and it's fallen on by Bobo Caudill, the right tackle. And I think KT Horrell again punched the ball out at the goal line, and now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6, so it ends up being a loss of 1.
Lone Star Glory is lucky they have another chance here.
Fennick to the far side, caught by Collier. Cameron Collier reaching for the end zone. He's going to be just short. He's going to be stopped at the 3, 3rd down and goal.
Cameron Collier is a load on the outside there. That was a fantastic tackle by Mexico City. I believe it was Hantayumi on the outside there, but just bringing down the big fullback. That was a fantastic tackle in the open field, right on the goal line.
3rd and goal at the 3. Fennick back to pass again. He has plenty of time. Now he flings it short to McBride, who does not have enough space to get to the end zone. In fact, she loses 3 yards under the tackle from Dexter Jackson, and it's 4th and goal. A goal line stand for Mexico City will force the field goal.
Great tackle hit again by Dexter Jackson here in the open field. Let's go back to that play. Katie Horrell punching that ball out on the goal line, sets Lone Star Glory back 5 yards. They lose it down. They can't punch it in here. So instead of us talking about Mexico City going up 2 touchdowns, we're going to watch them kick a field goal here. We want to put an asterisk on this series here for Lone Star. Perhaps a great confidence boosting series for the Aztecs.
Herman for a relative chip shot. He hit from 48 on the opening drive of the game. He hits from 22 this time, and Lone Star does take a 2-score lead, 13-3 over the Mexico City Aztecs. We will be back to Denton, Texas right after this. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week of the Simulation Football League 11 Sports and for the fans. The Lone Star Glory kick a field goal. They go up 13-3 on the Mexico City Aztecs here in Denton, Texas. Kick is away from Wally Herman. Jeffrey Daggs 5 yards deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out to the 15 to the 20, and he'll be tackled right there at the 21-yard line. And Mexico City now finds himself down 10, but never out because they've got the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson in the backfield.
Hall of Famer indeed, the Bronze Bomber, second most passing yards in SFL season or SFL career history, and enjoying another fantastic year. Matt Wilson setting up the Aztecs for a possible run to a season 15 championship.
He already has one title. He wants a second one, and throws like that are how they're going to get him there. Mike Daggs takes an absolute shot at the end of the play, but hangs on to the football.
Yeah, this has been one of the storylines for Mexico City all season long, is this connection here from Matt Wilson to Mike Daggs. Just the number one connection in the league. Mike Daggs leading all receivers, not just tight ends, but all receivers in yards up there and touchdowns. Just almost unstoppable. And you know Matt Wilson's looking to Mike Daggs whenever he can.
Well, after that catch, Mike Daggs is 10 receiving yards away from 1,000 on the season. Wilson is going to go down. A huge sack for Lone Star, a loss of 8 yards on first down, as getting through there is Hugo Reynosa for his 4th sack of the season.
The Ram, they call him. He is a load there in the middle. Fantastic play. Bringing down Matt Wilson for the huge loss. Set up a 2nd and long for the Aztecs.
2nd and a country mile. I can say that, right? We're in Texas. 2nd and 18 from the Mexico City 27-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. He's going to lob it. Incomplete. Looking for Richard Montague, who still does not have a catch today. And it's going to be 3rd down and 18 from the 27-yard line. 2:16 to go in this first half.
This first half has gone by fast. Lone Star Glory seems to has held on to the ball for the majority of it. They're playing well on offense, and Mexico City hates to have this 3rd and long here. They don't want to punt the ball back to Lone Star Glory at 2 minutes left to go with all 3 of their timeouts.
It's all going to be on the offensive line. Can they give Wilson enough time in the pocket to allow the play to develop? He stands in, he pumps, he goes down, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. But when we come back, The Lone Star Glory will have the ball up 10 with 2 minutes to go. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week for the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Welcome back to Denton, Texas. Johnny Lindstrom getting ready to punt it away for the Mexico City Aztecs. They already trailed the Lone Star Glory 13-3 and are in danger of going behind more before the half ends. And another return for Lee Pado gets it up to the 38-yard line. Minute 50 to go. Both teams still have all three timeouts. I'm Michael Toretto. Benji Matson is alongside me. Delaney Nash is on stats for the Game of the Week this week. We thank you all for joining us on this fantastic Sunday afternoon from sunny Texas. Ike McBride, the standout performer of the game thus far, 49 yards on the ground, and the only touchdown of the ball game. From the 38-yard line, here come the Lone Star Glory. Ace Fennick under center, barking commands, takes the snap, handoff, McBride left side, nowhere to go, loss of a yard. Back to the 37-yard line. Nice tackle on the play by Hantayumi.
Hantayumi was there. Katie Whirl was there from her linebacker spot. She's playing quite a game today, saving a possible Lone Star Glory touchdown, turning it into a field goal there on that previous drive. Just continuing to play well from her linebacker spot.
Fennick in the gun. 3 receivers to aim at on 2nd and 11. A minute 20 to go. Fennick launches it down the field. And it's caught in double coverage. First catch of the game for Adam Williams. We know he was going to make an appearance sometime, and he comes up in a big way there to put Lone Star into Mexico City territory.
Yeah, this connection that Ace has to his tight end, Adam Williams, they've been utilizing this quite often. Last game, Adam Williams reeled in 10 catches for 123 yards on 14 targets, 1 touchdown. So he is a dependable receiver for Ace Fennick and this Glory team. All the receivers so far in this first half have been playing really well, as Ace is sitting at about 15 for 20, approaching 170 yards.
Mexico City 42, minute 16 to go, second quarter. Fennick takes a high snap. He throws to the far side. It's caught and tiptoeing the line for 9 yards is Liam Hammer. And back to your point about Adam Williams. Coming into the game, he had 734 receiving yards. That was good for 3rd on the tight end list. And just to show you how dominant Mike Daggs is, he has 931 receiving yards before the start of today's game.
Yeah, that's first, again, among all receivers, including wide receivers. He's having quite a season.
2nd down, 1. Fennick to the far side for a wide-open Cameron Collier. The fullback rumbles for a first down and gets out of bounds to the 28-yard line. Of course, Mike Daggs needing only 10 more receiving yards to break the 1,000-yard mark for the season. It's something we're actively keeping track of as this game goes on.
Here on the other side, Lone Star Glory continuing to do a great job of getting both running backs involved in the passing game. 4th reception so far for the big fullback, Cameron Collier. Ike McBride has 1 reception, but Ace is distributing this ball evenly to everyone on the field this afternoon.
Fennick low snap this time. Teardrop pass to the 5, and it's caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Jeffrey Daggs, but Adam Williams has his 2nd catch of the drive.
Yeah, starting to heat up here, Adam Williams is. We've already mentioned 10 receptions last week. The last 2 weeks combined, 20 receptions, almost 300 yards on 28 targets for the big tight end.
Here's Ike McBride, gets away from one tackler, cannot get away from the second one. That was Han Tayumi who brought her down. Second down and goal from the 10 after the loss of 3. Here comes a quick hurry-up offense from Lone Star. Still have all 3 timeouts, choose not to use them. Quick out to the far side, barreling forward. Did he get in the end zone? No. A half yard short for Cameron Collier as he just could not stretch the ball over the pylon.
Athletic play. Looks like they might review it here, but Cameron Collier from his fullback spot, the big fullback, makes it an extremely athletic play. Not just reeling in that tough catch there, but turning his shoulders upfield right on the boundary here. Oh, it looks like he almost gets it in, but great play right on the goal line. Looks like Han Tayumi maybe coming over from his free safety spot might have saved the touchdown, pushing him out of bounds.
The player did not cross the plane. The play results in a touchdown.
The ruling on the field is overturned. Now, does that mean it's a touchdown? It does. Touchdown, Lone Star Glory, Cameron Collier, his 3rd of the season. And I'll tell you what, Benji, from up here in the booth in real time, it looked like he got in. I was shocked that they didn't give it to him the first time.
Yeah, give it to the big man.
So now, the hole that the Mexico City Aztecs are going to have to climb out of in the second half just got that much deeper as they are now down 17. It's Lone Star Glory 20, Mexico City 3, and there's only 27 seconds to go in the half. At the end of the quarter, make sure to answer Crowd Play's Beat the Crowd questions to win an instant cash prize. Will you be the fastest to answer correctly? And you only got 27 seconds to get in there to prepare for that Beat the Crowd question. Herman to kick it away. Jeffrey tags from his own goal line, looks for a running room. He makes a spin move, gets to the 25, and down at the 27 seconds. 21 seconds to go in the first half. Mexico City down 20-3, has all 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can get a quick drive together. First and 10 for the 27-yard line. Wilson under center. He turns and hands it to Phoenix Jones. And it looks like Mexico City may just be content to head into the locker room.
Great first half here by Lone Star. And Mexico City going to run the clock out here as they head into halftime. They're looking forward to a little break, and they need to do some regrouping here. I'm sure Coach will have some adjustments for them at halftime. Looking forward to an exciting second half.
That is the end of the first half, and the script has been flipped. It's been all Lone Star Glory in the first half. They take a 17-point advantage into the break. They lead the Mexico City Aztecs 20-3. And Benji, this just continues the strong play we saw from Lone Star last week. They beat their arch rivals from just down the road, the Fort Worth Toros, 36-21. Although that score is deceiving because the game was not close. But and they look like they're going to be doing the same thing again to the Mexico City Aztecs today.
Well, they're doubling them up in total yards. They've almost have 4 minutes plus time of possession. They're just holding on the ball. That first half went really fast. And Lone Star Glory is just playing at the top of their game today on all phases, on offense. And on defense here, they're doing a great job of getting Mexico City off the field. We haven't seen any turnovers yet. Both quarterbacks are playing well. The Aztecs just can't stay on the field. And then Lone Star Glory is capitalizing. They're putting big drives together, converting on their first downs. Ace Finnick is dealing from his quarterback spot. Here we see a pass on the outside to Dave Access. Dave Access has been Finnick's #1 target here so far in this first half, at least offensively. Ace Finnick and Lone Star Glory can't do anything wrong. We did see Mike Daggs get into action here in the second quarter. The Aztecs know that he's going to be a dependable part of the comeback here in the second half. It took him a while to go to him today, but Lone Star will have to be looking out for that connection. It was a fast-moving half. Lone Star dominated at home. A bit unexpected, perhaps, that they come in as the underdog here to Mexico City, but I wouldn't be surprised here in the second half after some adjustments, water breaks, some Gatorade. If Mexico City comes back on this field, ready to make a charge.
Mexico City's first drive of the ball game, 11 plays, 72 yards, and a field goal. Their last 3 drives, punt, end of the half. Michael Girillo, Benji Matson is alongside me, as well as Delaney Nash. On stats, the Aztecs down 17 will get the ball first to start the second half. Jeffrey Daggs swarmed under at the 20-yard line. And get your player position locked and loaded today through our Discord server and the SFL Minor League. There's more opportunities than ever to be the player you've always wanted to be. Join the Discord community through Simulationfl.net. The second season of the SFL Minor League starts Friday, October 9th. Contact Deputy Commissioner Andrew Estelli on Discord for more information. Play action, Wilson. Middle diving catch is made. And I'm just checking to see who made that catch. Of course, it's Mike Daggs up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that was an awesome play. Mike Daggs just going down low, reeling that one in. Fantastic play while the all-star tight end. He's going to have to play a major role in the comeback this half for Mexico City. Matt Wilson in that first half, less than 100 yards passing. No turnovers, though. They need to sustain a drive here and put some points on the board here to start this second half.
First down 10 for the 33-yard line. Wilson under pressure. Second sack of the game comes through for the Lone Star Glory. This time it's Jukin Rukin, who did not record a tackle last week, gets in the backfield for his 7th sack of the season.
Jukin Rukin one of the team leaders on that defensive line for sacks. That's going to be number 7 for him this season. From his big spot there on the defensive end. Great play to set up second and long.
Wilson back to pass, second and long again, and it's tipped and incomplete. He was aiming for, it looked like Cale Barrett on the sideline. Cale Barrett on the sideline, and it was tipped in the air. Now, again, 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 15, second straight drive, or at least second in the last 3 drives. The middle drive ended the half. Wilson again, alone under center, 4 wide, 3rd down and 15. Got to get almost to the 45-yard line over the middle. It's complete to Richard Montague, but Montague is 5 yards short at the 38-yard line, and it's another 3 and out for Mexico City.
Lone Star Glory defensive backfield did a great job of that play. 3rd and 15, they could just sit back. They could afford to just sit back and let the action happen in front of them. They made a nice rapid tackle there, forced the punt.
Johnny Lindstrom is the punter, and Lee Pato on the return. 2 spin moves, gets in the open field, and finally gets swarmed under at the 36-yard line. We will take a break, and when we come back, the Lone Star Glory look to add to their 17-point lead. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week on the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Back at Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas, the hometown Lone Star Glory all over the Mexico City Aztecs, 20-3, 9:20 to go, 3rd quarter, and the Glory have the ball at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10 after the Mexico City 3 and out. Ace Fennick back to pass, fires deep, middle, caught in one-on-one coverage, past the 50 and down to the Mexico City 45-yard line. Adam Williams has come online in the later part of the first half and now into the second.
What a luxury, if you're Ace Finnick, to have Adam Williams down the middle there, reeling in a catch like that. The big tight end, 6'6", 280 pounds, athletic, skies in the air to bring that ball in. That's a luxury that Ace Finnick has on the offensive side of the ball.
10 for the 45-yard line. 8:52 to go, third quarter. Finnick high snap. Fires middle deep again. This time it's caught by Williams again, and he gets away and scrambles to the 19-yard line when he's finally brought down from behind by Jeffrey Daggs.
And to talk about Adam Williams again here, he's such a big target. He uses his size to an advantage here, runs the similar route, and just bodies up Jeffrey Daggs there. You know, a smaller player, Adam Williams, just kind of posts him up, if we're going to use a basketball term, puts his body there in between he and the ball, and just reels in another excellent catch there. 2 in a row for Adam Williams, and Lone Star Glory is humming again here early in the second half.
The engine is fully revved up and operational, and Cameron Collier is breaking 3 tackles, and he's going to go to the house. Cameron Collier, the fullback, with a dynamic touchdown, and Lone Star has blown this game wide open.
That was a man's play right there. Cameron getting the handoff from Ace, going right up the middle, making everyone miss, running over people, knocking people over, just laying waste. That is a run. It's a manly run by Cameron Collier there, the big rookie fullback. Puts Lone Star Glory up, potentially 27-3. That could be a back-breaking touchdown here early in the second half for Lone Star.
Cameron Collier's second touchdown of the game. It's his 4th of the season, and he has doubled his touchdown margin in today's ball game. Herman, extra point, up and good. 27-3, Lone Star Glory, and this is looking like a carbon copy of Lone Star's performance last week against Fort Worth.
Lone Star coming into the game at 4-4, but these teams that they are beating are teams in the upper echelon of the SFL. They are beating some good teams in this stretch as they're starting to heat up.
Jeffrey Daggs again from his own goal line up to the 20, 25, running left. He'll be down to the 26-yard line. And Lone Star has a decent run into the end of the season. After this, they've got Queen City and Tulsa and Chicago. All of those teams have had their good moments, but they've also looked very much up and down. And if Lone Star can continue this kind of performance, especially on offense, they could win 2 of those last 3 games and easily be in a good playoff position. Here's a short dump off. Richard Montague will get 2 yards as Wilson got hammered as he let the ball go. 2nd down and 8.
Coming into the game today, Lone Star had that 11th spot secured in the standings. That would be good for that last spot in the playoffs, but they're playing well. I'm sure they're not going to be happy with just sitting back. I'm sorry, 8th place there. So as one of those 4-4 teams, there were a bunch of them. Lone Stars isn't going to settle for just sitting idly by here. They want to win these last games and go marching into the playoffs.
Over the middle, that's caught. K.L. Barrett, first down for Mexico City to the 40. Likewise, Mexico City's run in. They have 2 of the same teams as they have at Tulsa next week, then host Queen City, and then they finish against Las Vegas, who just picked up a huge win today. It's not quite time for the out-of-town scoreboard yet, but we'll get there. Short pass to Phoenix Jones. Haven't seen a lot of Phoenix Jones today. First game back from being injured last week against Baltimore. He picks up 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Nice wrap up by Brian Craven, one of the Brash brothers there on the outside. Then Thomas Smith comes crashing down from that free safety spot and lays him out. Lone Star's playing good defense.
Quick update on the crowd play game going on right now. Tanner Hendricks and Zephyr Zeisel in a tie for first on the crowd play leaderboards with 125 points. Don't forget that you can download the crowd play app from the iOS or Android store and be in with a chance to win our share of a $1,000 prize pool. And We have one of these crowd play game of the week games every week. So 3rd down, 6 from the 43-yard line. They have not done well on 3rd downs today. Wilson, middle, caught, and it's all reliable. Mike Daggs, 1st down in the Lone Star territory at the 43-yard line.
Picked up the 1st down there. Matt Wilson to Mike Daggs. 5th reception, I believe, on the day today for Mike Daggs. If we need to check stats here, but could he now be over 1,000 yards receiving on the season? Mexico City isn't out of it yet. If they can quickly put together a scoring drive here, they're going to need to play some defense and try and slow down the Glory, who are playing hot on offense. But Mexico City isn't quite out of this yet.
Up offside, free play. It's going to be a run from Phoenix Jones. He'll get about 5 yards. I think they'll accept this penalty and just get 1st and 5. It looked like Yogi Barr jumped offside, but I may be mistaken. And I was. It was Jukin Rukin on the other side of the line. So Rukin has a sack today, but he also jumps offside right there. Jukin Rukin, one of the longest tenured members of this franchise. Remember, they've jumped around a lot. They were in Dallas for a long time, but were known by a bunch of names: Law, Roughnecks, Lobos. Then they were the Seattle Tyrants for a couple of seasons. Now back in Texas with the Lone Star Glory. Jukin Rukin's been here for 4 seasons. Matt Wilson to Phoenix Jones, and Jones has a 1st down to the Lone Star 32-yard line.
Jones able to get out in space. Push forward for the 1st down there. Picks up the nice 1st and 5, able to convert there. Mexico City continuing to press forward on this drive. The clock's running halfway through the 3rd quarter here. They need to keep their foot on the gas. But most importantly, they need to put this ball in the end zone.
27-3, 4:38 to go 3rd quarter. Another run to Phoenix Jones. He gets skinny and picks up 8 yards. Nice run for Jones. But is it too late to be running the football? I mean, there's 16 minutes left to go in this ball game. You're down 4.
Yeah, it's very possible. You know, maybe Mexico City's just taking what Lone Star's giving them right now. They're finding some success on the ground as we speak. Wrapped up for a tackle for loss there. Wasn't able to find anything positive on the ground there. Big Al Lewis wrapping up Phoenix Jones for the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, just like that. Aztecs aren't able to press forward on the ground, setting up a 3rd and short.
3rd and 2. Remember, the Aztecs come into the game tied for 2nd and 3rd down percentage with 59. Phoenix Jones continues to add to that number as he gets into the red zone. First Mexico City trip to the red zone since their opening drive of the ball game, where they were forced to kick a field goal.
We're so used to seeing Matt Wilson to Mike Daggs on the goal line here. Perhaps all this running is just trying to set up Lone Star Glory. Oh, as we look, they're coming 5 wide here. We might look for Mike Daggs or one of these receivers up the middle here.
There will be no running from the 17-yard line. Wilson, pump fake, tip to the air. It was off the hands of Mike Daggs. He doesn't often drop passes, but that was close to being picked off, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, Mexico City choosing to run 4 wide there and look for Mike Daggs up the middle. Maybe a bit of an awkward formation to come out in after going so run-heavy the last few plays, but perhaps they saw something they liked there coming out in that spread formation. Does set up a 2nd and 10. Clock stops, which is always good as we see Mike Daggs trotting to the line of scrimmage here. Mexico City will see what they have up their sleeve, trying to press in for the score.
This time they've gone a little bit more conservative. Phoenix Jones alone in the backfield. Wilson under center, 2 receivers spread out wide to the left. It's going to be play action. Wilson to the far side. It's incomplete as the receiver couldn't keep the feet in bounds. That's Richard Montague. Hasn't had the best game of his career by a long shot, Montague, and as he's now only 1 for 3.
Mexico City chose to run that play action to the short side of the field. Didn't leave much room for Montague on the outside there. Perhaps they're setting up something here as they go 4 wide.
Wilson, plenty of time, slings it, tipped, and it's caught at the 10-yard line off a deflection. Coming back to the football was Mike Daggs, as it looked to be sat on the back of the receiver, or of the defender rather. But in the end, it's 4th down and 3. And out comes Cole Varner. He will try a 26-yarder to creep closer. Varner's kick is up. Varner's kick is good from 26 yards. So with 2:24 to go in the third quarter, it's still all Lone Star glory. They lead the Mexico City Aztecs 27-6. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week on the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Michael Drillo, Benzie Matchin back at Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas. The Lone Star Glory have had a really good day in front of their home fans so far. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. They lead the Mexico City Aztecs 27-6. And we talked coming into the game about both teams not being great against the pass. One of those things has held true today. Mexico City not great, as Ace Fenech has picked them apart, but the Lone Star Glory defense has held strong and kept Mexico City out of the end zone to this point.
Yeah, we definitely expected a aerial attack by both teams today, and Lone Star Glory is living up to the bill so far.
Hand off middle. Here's Ike McBride. And Ike McBride's got the space to the 50, to the 40, gets the sideline and down at the Mexico City 25-yard line. Ike McBride now 94 yards on the game.
Great run by Ike McBride. Best run of the season, perhaps, I think, by the big fullback. She makes a great cut and displays some speed as the season progresses. This running game, Ike McBride, she's getting stronger. Lone Star Glory's getting better on the ground. That's a fantastic play. Ike McBride, huge gain on the ground, sets up Lone Star Glory, again now deep in Mexico City territory.
2 minutes to go, third quarter. Lone Star now in Mexico City territory, halfway in Mexico City territory, at the 25-yard line. Hand off to the fullback, Collier. He has shockingly been the more efficient runner today. He's got 2 touchdowns, 2 very impressive touchdowns, I might add.
Good tackle by Dexter Jackson there to wrap up the big fullback. 3 touchdowns in total for the running backs for Lone Star Glory. 1 touchdown through the air for Ace. Playing really efficient football on the offensive side today.
Second down at 8 from the 23. 1:26 at the snap. Throw to the far side, complete. And that's Ross McGinnis with his second catch of the game. Brings up a third down and 4. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and replica jerseys are out now. Get your name on the back of your team's or your fan favorite team's jersey and visit team stores and libraries for purchase options through sector6apparel.com or through our website at simulationfl.net. Just hit the shop button. Under a minute to go now, third quarter. 55 seconds of the snap. Fenech stands in, throws short over the middle to Hammer, and he has a first down to the Mexico City 14-yard line, tackled by Dexter Jackson.
Nice hit by the linebacker there, but Liam Hammer's able to hold on there, convert that first down. In this stretch of games for Ace Fenech, he has been converting about 75% of his passes, and today is no different. He's up over 80% right now. Having a great game, 23 of 28, over 80% completion.
Fenech, end zone, intercepted at the goal line, and run out to the 4-yard line. Jeffrey Daggs has his 4th pick of the season.
That's how you put a stop to that drive right there. Great play by Jeffrey Daggs from his free safety spot, just coming up, saw that play happening right in front of him, was able to step in front of Liam Hammer and reel that ball in for the first interception of the game. Couldn't have come at a greater time for Mexico City, but they have to do something now as the clock is not on their side.
From their own 4-yard line to the shadow of their own end zone, Matt Wilson, plenty of time, but he almost throws a pick. He was aiming for Bartlett on the far sideline, and it was knocked away by Mickey McGuire.
Making a great play there at that cornerback spot.
Yeah, there's the community poll results. Shockingly, Lone Star picked to win this one, and they are doing so in style. 2nd and 10 for Mexico City at their own 4. 19 seconds to play in the third. Handoff on a fullback dive to Laura Horrell. Only her second carry of the game. Gets 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8 as we begin the fourth quarter right after this. As the time ticks down under 5 seconds to go in the third. It's been all Lone Star glory. They lead 27-6 over the Mexico City Aztecs with just 1 frame to go from Denton, Texas. This is the game of the week on the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Live from Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas, the Lone Star Glory head into the fourth quarter. 27-6, the lead over the Mexico City Aztecs, who face a 3rd down and 8 at their own 6-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Phoenix Jones, and Jones almost got away, but Brian Craven wrapped him up, dropped him down at the 11-yard line, and it's going to be yet another 3 and out for the Aztecs.
They were backed up to their goal line there, kind of had the cards stacked against them. Weren't able to convert with Phoenix Jones. They hate to punt the ball away now. Time's waning, but this Lone Star Glory is just playing so superb on defense today.
Lone Star is going to have the ball in Mexico City territory as Lee Pato takes it to the 47-yard line off the return. It's the fourth quarter, so you know what that means. It is now time for the out-of-town scoreboard, presented by ScoreStream, the official live scoring app of the Simulation Football League. And after this first play for Lone Star, I'll get you the scores. They set up 1st and 10 for the 47-yard line. 10:27 to go in the ball game. They have a comfortable 27-6 lead. Back to pass is Fennec. He fires over the middle. It's almost picked off. It was deflected, intended for Adam Williams. Here are the scores. Carolina over Arizona 33-14. Denver over Queen City 44-24. Atlanta over Tulsa 37-20. Baltimore all over St. Louis 34-7. And earlier today, Las Vegas over Chicago 40-20. 2nd down and 10 from the 47-yard line for Lone Star Glory. Back to pass. Fennec looks short, almost intercepted again. That's the 2nd straight pass that's almost been picked off going the other way. And that's KT Horrell, who's honestly been the best player for the Mexico City Aztecs on defense today, knocking it down. Here's the games to come at 6:30 today on 11 Sports and for the fans. Sioux Falls hosts Vancouver in a battle of flamboyant running backs. Portland and Florida and Charleston and Fort Worth are on the SFL's Twitch and YouTube channels respectively at 8 p.m. tonight. And then on Monday night, we close the week out with London hosting Houston and Louisville hosting Jacksonville as a pass over the middle is complete to Ross McGinnis for a first down. I will have to correct that. Louisiana hosting Jacksonville. I didn't say Louisville. They haven't been in the Simulation Football League for quite a while. So that would be a real great thing if they came back. As I mentioned, the old Louisville Wolfpack for anybody who wasn't here back then. First and 10. Hands off, up the middle to McBride, powering forward for a gain of 3.
McBride's game last week, where she rushed for 104 yards, was her best total on the ground so far this season, and she's really close right now to eclipsing that mark. She's had a great game today for Lone Star, highlighted by that big run here earlier in the second half. But with Ike McBride and Cameron Collier providing so much power on the ground, it's really making this offense.
Right off the left-hand side, puts a defender on his back and picks up a first down to the Mexico City 22, approaching the red zone once again. Ike McBride, 2 straight games in a row of domination on the ground.
Yeah, I forgot to finish my sentence there. I got so excited to see what was going to happen here. Another great run on the ground by Ike McBride. She's having another great game. 2 strong weeks in a row. And anytime you can get or have success on the ground, it just only opens up your passing attack that much more.
20 carries for 104 yards last week against Fort Worth as a penalty flag flies. And an update on the crowd play game going on right now. Phil Cause now in the lead with 250 points as we head down towards the end of this one. Still time to get in on the action. Download the crowd play app from the iOS or Android store, and you could be in to win a share of our $1,000 prize pool. And if you don't get it today you can download CrowdPlay, our new partner for 2020, to play the game about the game. Follow the action and answer questions for a chance to win a share of the $1,000 prize pool. Your next chance to win is next Monday at 9 p.m. Over the middle, complete to the 10-yard line, and a broken tackle. Down to the 9-yard line goes Liam Hammer. And the crowd play game of the week next week, Monday night, 9 p.m., Jacksonville and Florida, the I-95 rivalry. Or the battle for the Sunshine State, whichever you want to put it. Inside the red zone again go the Lone Star Glory. 7:56 to go in the ballgame. Fennick, short pass underneath. That pass is complete. Only a gain of 3 down to the 6-yard line goes Liam Hammer again, his second straight catch.
Ace Fennick's just really effective, efficient quarterback here. Not doing anything super flashy, but he's letting his receivers do all the work. He's getting the ball out quickly, spreading the ball over the field, having another great game. He's approaching his average on through the air. Just another successful outing for Ace Fennick.
Fennick underneath, and that ball was knocked away by Dave Axis, who looked like he knocked it away from his own receiver. Adam Williams looked like he had a surefire touchdown, but it was knocked away by Axis in front of him.
Dave Axis wasn't about to let Adam Williams have another touchdown. So Dave took matters into his own hands there.
Williams up to 5 touchdowns on the season. Handoff, McBride try to pick her way through to the 5 and not quite getting to the goal line. It'll be 4th and goal from the 3. And out will come Wally Herman to try and tack on some more points.
Great tackle by the free safety there, Jeffrey Daggs. Stop him short and not allow the conversion of that first down. Does force Lone Star Glory into a field goal attempt. Wally Herman, 100% on the year, looking to add his 3rd today.
A chip shot from 19 yards. Herman up and good. Automatic. Wally Herman gives the Lone Star Glory a 30-6 lead, and now they will just look up to run out the last 6:44 of clock, which they will attempt to do when we come back to Denton, Texas. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week on the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Welcome back to Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas. The Lone Star Glory all over the Mexico City Aztecs 30-6. I'm Michael Twillo. Benji Matson is alongside me, and Delaney Nash is on stats. Two of the big targets down the field are the tight ends for these teams. Adam Williams for Lone Star and Mike Daggs for Mexico City. These are their numbers before today's game. Daggs has 98 yards on the day. He puts him over 1,000 for the season. The first receiver in the league to get over 1,000 yards this season. But it has not been enough, as the rest of the Mexico City offense has been bottled up very efficiently by Lone Star today. Here's Richard Montague on a swing pass, gets 8 yards and is bumped out of bounds to the 30-yard line. And I want to come back to something I mentioned all the way at the top of the broadcast. Tonight, the Lone Star Glory are wearing white helmets, dark blue jerseys, navy blue pants, and red socks. Those are their Marine dress blue uniforms in honor of Patriot Day and remembrance of 9/11. Second down and 2 for the Aztecs. Wilson under center. Single receiver spread out to the right. He's going to hand it to Phoenix Jones, and Jones is tripped up before he can get anywhere. Excellent work by Al Lewis, and everybody on the defensive line for Lone Star Glory has had themselves a fantastic day. Jukin Rukin, Al Lewis, Hugo Reynosa, and Yogi Barr.
Absolutely. Right now, at the moment, holding the Aztecs under 50 yards rushing.
And off middle. That's a first down carry for Phoenix Jones, Laura Horrell, the fullback, up to the 36-yard line. And for a team coming into the game with the second most passing touchdowns allowed in the league, with 19, they have done very well today to control one of the best passing attacks we have here in the SFL. Mike Daggs on an out route gets 9 up to the 46-yard line. Here are some Week 9 headlines. Defending champions aren't dead yet, as the Atlanta Swarm beat the Tulsa Desperados 37-20. 3 wins in a row by the Baltimore Vultures see them top of the league. And nobody wants to go to 3-6. That means you'd have to win out to have a shot at the playoffs, as Charleston and Fort Worth collide. Handoff, Phoenix Jones, first down, up to the 48-yard line, as we cross under 5 minutes to go in the fourth.
To touch on something you mentioned earlier about Lone Star Glory defense not allowing a passing touchdown today. The defensive unit for Lone Star Glory is showing a ton of improvement this year. They're really playing excellent football right now.
Wilson, as you say that, take Matt Wilson down for the third time in the game. Hugo Reynosa again with the sack, his second. And now it's second down and 19. There have been a lot of these second and very long for the Aztecs as Wilson goes down the field, and it is caught by a diving K.L. Barrett in triple coverage all the way to the Lone Star 25-yard line. Quickly rushing up to the line go the Mexico City Aztecs. Another play action. Wilson rolls away from pressure, and he gets buried by Jukin Rukin, his second sack of the game. And again, a loss of 10 on first down, second down and 20 from the 35-yard line. They got to get to the 15 for a first down. Play action. Wilson goes down again to the 28-yard line, a loss of 8. It's 18 yards lost on consecutive sacks by Jukin Rukin. Wilson now on 3rd and 28, he throws short, and it's knocked away by Doug Day. And the day is setting quickly for Mexico City as they've done nothing but go backwards after a brilliant catch by K.L. Barrett to set them up in Lone Star territory.
That's quite a sequence of plays there. That defensive line leading the charge there, several sacks in a row. As we were mentioning earlier, this defense just playing off the charts.
Here we go, 4th and 28, 3:28 to go in the game. Wilson, middle, a penalty flag flies as Mike Daggs makes the catch. He's well short of the first down. He made the catch at about the 33-yard line. Well, we're going to see what the penalty is. If this is an automatic first down penalty, it's pass interference, and the Mexico City drive will continue after a 4th and 28.
Wow. That penalty's on Brian Craven, the coach, and right now his Bash brothers are giving him what for there in the huddle. He's usually the one barking at everyone, making sure they're on the top of their game, but this time he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Drew a pass interference penalty.
You know who was really up in his grill? Jukin Rukin, who had 18 sack yards on that series, and the defense is still on the field for the Lone Star Glory. Now 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick slant over the middle is complete for 8 yards to the 26-yard line. Jason Bartley made the catch. Haven't seen much from him since the first quarter. 2nd down and 2 from the 26. Wilson back to pass. Plenty of time. Steps to the pocket. Throws a incomplete pass as it was almost intercepted by McGuire. 3rd down and 2.
Mickey McGuire has 4 interceptions on the year. That would have been his 5th if he could have reeled that one in. This time of the game, 3 minutes to go. Lone Star Glory playing for pride here on the back end. They've kept Mexico City out of the end zone, holding them to just 2 field goals. They want to do the same here on this last drive for Mexico City and keep them out of the end zone.
3rd down and 2. Wilson, with nobody behind him, takes a 2-step drop, fires over the middle. It's incomplete and intercepted on the deflection. He was looking for Mike Daggs, and Lincoln King Seed Sr. says no, thank you.
That's a fantastic play there by the strong safety. Lincoln King Seed having a great season for Lone Star. Ends that Aztec drive with the interception.
Mexico City still hasn't found the end zone. There's 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Lone Star up 30-6. This is the Crowd Play Game of the Week on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Cameron Collier takes the handoff and goes up the middle for 5 yards. Michael Toretto, Benji Matson, Delaney Nash back at Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas. Lone Star pretty much has this one wrapped up. They lead 30-6 with 2:45 to go. And something that has been blowing up the competitors of the Crowd Play $1,000 prize pool game on our Crowd Play Game of the Week is this new risk-reward question that made its debut in the second half, and it's really been shaking up the leaderboard. Zephyr Zeisel is back in the lead with just 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the game. Handoff left side. And that is the backup running back, James Dougherty. And it'll be 3rd and 2. After the 2-minute warning, Lone Star all over Mexico City, 30-6, 2 minutes to go in the ball game. When we come back, this is the Crowd Play Game of the Week, Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. In Texas, Lone Star all over Mexico City, 30-6, as we play out the final 2 minutes here. From Medal of Honor Field, fullback dive, Cameron Collier, he's had a fantastic game. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, and both of them barreling, rolling over people. One of them was a swing pass, and then he had work to do to get to the corner. The other one was just a powering run where he broke about 4 tackles.
400 tackles, it seems like.
Including KT Horrell, who's probably been, definitely been the best player on the Mexico City defense today. Punt will go away from William Zeiderfeld. This is his first punt of the game, and it's coming to you with 1:50 left in the game. Up to the 47-yard line goes Jeffrey Daggs. And the Aztecs will get the ball back with 1:48 to play. And we were talking about this during the break, Benji, about who's going to get the player of the game, because there have been so many standouts on both sides of the ball from Lone Star. Mexico City, 1st and 10 for the 47-yard line. Wilson fires, middle, caught by Daggs. He rumbles over a defender and gets brought down to the Lone Star 35. They'll go play action. Wilson takes the snap, quick over the middle. Mike Daggs again. It looks like they might be trying to get Mike Daggs his touchdown. As we come down the stretch here, 1:20 to go. Wilson, middle, caught Montague to the 12-yard line, now into the red zone. Wilson hit as he throws to the goal line, caught inside the 1 by Mike Daggs. And they're going to go hurry up again. Wilson flings it, end zone, off the hands of Daggs and incomplete. As Mexico City still looks for their first touchdown of the game with 53 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they spread Lone Star glory out here on this fast-paced drive here. Would have been interesting to see if Matt Wilson dive in on the quarterback keeper with the team spread out wide like that.
Wilson under center, takes the snap from the 1-yard line, jumps to the far sideline, touchdown, Mexico City. As Matt Wilson has his touchdown, K.L. Barrett with his third of the season. And the Lone Star Glory lead is cut into a little bit. It's now 30-12. It'll be 13 after the extra point.
Nice play by the Hall of Famer there, Matt Wilson. Has to evade the rush, running to his right, and the lefty throws a nice ball to K.L. Barrett there in the end zone. Nice play from Mexico City.
Cole Varner on to kick the extra point. It is up, and it is good. So the Lone Star Glory, with 49 seconds to go, can just down the ball to end the game. They will move to 5-4. Mexico City will also be 5-4. And this Lone Star Glory team is legit. They've now won 2 straight by massive margins, as Mexico City somehow recovers the onside kick. It went off the hands of number 47, Lincoln Kingseed Sr., and it was grabbed by Mexico City. So now they're back on offense. 48 seconds left.
If they have one of those 17-point plays, now would be the time to bring that one out with the playbook.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can write the rule in that fast. Obregon with the pass breakup. Obregon had an interception last week against Fort. But with the run-in that this Lone Star team has, we talked about it earlier, Queen City, Tulsa, Chicago, all 3 of those winnable games with a team that is playing like one of the best in the league right now, as they have scored 30 points in each of their last 2 games. .45 seconds left. Wilson back to pass, hit as he throws, off the back of his intended receiver. The referee even takes a tumble, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 10. We went over most of the Week 9 headlines. Let's get the rest of them. London trying to win 3 in a row and continue an improbable run towards the playoffs on Monday. And then the 7-1 Louisiana Revolution visit the 6-2 Jacksonville Kings in a must-see trenches war. Winner of that one will definitely be in the front running to get a playoff bye come the end of the season. Final pass towards Nicholas Daggs from Wilson, incomplete. And with 38 seconds to go, it's 4th and 10. Upcoming schedule for the Aztecs, they've got Tulsa, Queen City, and Las Vegas to close the season. Interesting that both of these teams play Queen City and Tulsa in back-to-back weeks, so they just flop opponents. And then they close out with Las Vegas, who had a very impressive win today. The Fury trying desperately to claw at the playoff spots themselves. That could be an interesting matchup in the last week of the season. Wilson on 4th and 10 over the middle. It's caught first down into Lone Star territory. Mike Daggs picks up some more yardage in garbage time. 25 seconds left. Wilson, middle, tipped, incomplete. He was looking for Daggs again.
Daggs is quickly up, approaching 150 yards here on the game. Yeah, the game's been over for quite a while, but Mike Daggs is continuing his torrid pace this season. He's going to be continuing to lead the league in receptions, and no touchdown today for the talented tight end, but definitely a major threat for Matt Wilson moving forward.
And probably right now the forerunner for Offensive Player of the Year. Wilson, middle to Daggs, caught, brought down at the 30. And Mexico City will take their 2nd timeout.
2 5-4 teams that, as we're looking at them play today, they appear to be moving in opposite directions. Lone Star Glory is just continuing their strong play. But both teams are right in the thick of it here as we head down the stretch.
16 seconds to go, 1st and 10 for Mexico City from the Lone Star 30, and Wilson goes down again. They'll call their last timeout. And it's been an offensive line nightmare for the Aztecs today as Al Lewis gets back there again. Don't forget, we've got more Simulation Football League action coming at you at the bottom of the hour, just in about 10 minutes' time, as Sioux Falls hosts Vancouver in a battle of two of the best running backs in the league. Then tonight at 8 p.m. on the SFL's Twitch channel, it's Portland hosting Florida. And on the SFL's YouTube channel, also at 8 p.m., Charleston hosts Fort Worth. Wilson lobs it towards the end zone after avoiding a sack, and it is intercepted to the back of the end zone, and that will just about do it with only 6 seconds remaining. No timeouts for the Aztecs, and an interception by Thomas Smith, his third of the season.
A big jump ball play here in the end zone at the end of the game, and Thomas Smith, the free safety, the rookie, second round pick for Lone Star Glory, brings down the interception to give the ball back over to Lone Star Glory for the greatest formation in all of football, the victory formation.
The victory formation is out. It'll only take one kneel down for Ace Fedek to seal the deal on this one. Excuse me, that is Jacob Parrott, the backup, in for one snap. He runs out the rest of the clock, and the Lone Star Glory, well, if you didn't think they were here after they beat Fort Worth bad last week, they are certainly here after they dominate Mexico City this week. They win it 30-12. As we take a look at your post-game stats and highlights, Benji Matson, let's get your recap of today's game.
Mexico City had some garbage time points scored here, but the game was really never in any doubt. Lone Star Glory controlled this one from the opening kick, and they continue their excellent play here. They won 2 in a row, improving to 5-4 on the year. Their running game is improved. They got a great game out of their talented Ike McBride and Cameron Collier. Their fullback and halfback played well today. Over 100 yards on the ground for Ike McBride. Best game of the year for her. Touchdown on the ground. And then Cameron Collier, the big fullback, provided a touchdown on the ground and through the air. And a highlight play, if you remember him, bowling over everyone there in the game. Here we see Ike McBride on her longest run of the day. Great blocking up front. Sprung Ike McBride here on the long running gain. I think Lone Star Glory, in all facets of the game, show you that they have the potential to finish this game on a streak of 5 wins in a row. That would send them into the playoffs at 8-4, which would be a tremendous mark for them this year, but they are just playing well. And on the other side of the ball, Mexico City loses 2 in a row, but they aren't out of it by any stretch of the imagination. 5-4, they're a fantastic team. They can strike at any moment. Here we see the connection, Matt Wilson to the all-star tight end, Matt Daggs. They're just enjoying a strong year together, and they're with those two players on offense. They're just never going to be out of any game. They were out of it today, but moving forward, they'll get better on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense will play a bit better. They'll be in it, I'm sure, as we run down on the stretch. But great game by Lone Star Glory today.
Your player of the game is Cameron Collier, the fullback. 2 touchdowns for the big man, including probably one of the highlight touchdowns of the season. A big rumble in from 15 yards to give the Lone Star Glory a dominant 30-12 win. So that'll wrap it up for all of us at Medal of Honor Field in Denton, Texas. For Cameron Irvine, our director, Delaney Nash on stats, Benji Matson, my broadcasting commentator. I have been Michael Trillo saying so long and see you next time. And stick around in just about 10 minutes. The next game of the Simulation Football League weekend comes at you right here on 11 Sports and For the Fans.